In this video, I will be solving the copyEvens problem of the AP-1 section. Here comes the 5 seconds break for you to pause and attempt this problem on your own. Alright, let's read the problem statement now. Given an array of positive ints, return a new array of length count containing the first even numbers from the original array. The original array will contain at least count even numbers. So in the copyEvens method, we will be given an integer array of nums and an integer count, and we need to return an integer array back which will be containing the first even integers from the given array nums. So if we see the first example, count is 2 and nums array is 3, 2, 4, 5, 8. If we talk about the first two even integers, that will be 2 and 4. Hence, this is the result. If we see last example, the nums array is 6, 1, 2, 4, 5, 8 and the count is 3. And if we see the first three even integers in case of nums, that will be 2, 4 and 8. Sorry, 6, 2 and 4, since 6 is the first even number. So the result is 6, 2 and 4 and that is the result. So now how to solve it? If we try to use the traditional for loop, that will be a bottleneck because the even numbers are can be scattered across the nums array. They may or may not be contiguous. So we need to use a different approach and we will be making use of a two pointer approach. So for this we can define two variables or pointers such as I or j. So originally I will be pointing to the first element of the nums array and j will be used to keep the track of count. Now what we can do is we can write a while loop while I is less than, since we are keeping track of the nums array using I, so we will be writing I is less than nums dot length and j is less than count, since we are using j to fill up the resulting array. Also, first of all, we need to define a result array which will be storing the result of the problem, for which we can write this. Now finally, in each iteration we need to check whether the current element is even or not, for which we can write if nums of I mod 2 is equal to 0 if the current element is even. So we will be storing that in the result of j, and also we need to increment j here so that this condition is mutated. And finally, whether we find the current element to be even or we find it to be odd, we need to increment I as well in each iteration so that at the end we traverse the loop completely. So we can write I plus plus at the very last or at the outside of if block, and finally we can return result. So this is the entire code. Now let me copy it here, add the semicolon, and now try to run the test cases to verify the logic. All of the test cases are passing. Now let's submit this code on the platform. All correct, and let's now push this code to GitHub. And verify the code has been uploaded successfully. Done.